Welcome to the Best Celebrity channel. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more amazing content from us. Before we start, I want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to Celeb Fame Time. Here are Friends, 10 unpopular opinions about the reunion. Number 10, it came off as fake. As it has taken the whole cast 17 years to properly come together along with a massive paycheck, one Reddit user argues that all of the actors appeared fake in the reunion and that they'd never be friends outside the show. Though it is strange that it's taken them this long to come together, there's a lot of evidence that points to the opposite. There were genuine tears shed in almost every scene, and Jennifer Aniston and Courtney Cox are great friends in real life. On top of that, Matt LeBlanc clearly soaked up every second of it as he doesn't stop cracking jokes, which makes sense as it was his comedic timing that got him the job.
Power through the damn thing. In the one where Ross finds out.
Number 9, it was ruined by guest stars. The reunion spent a shocking amount of time on surprise appearances from movie stars and pop stars. And while that was welcomed by the Friends fan community, for the most part not everyone was a fan. The appearances did sometimes seem to come out of nowhere, whether it was Cara Delevingne and Justin Bieber in the fashion show, or BTS talking about the series. These are the people who grew up watching the series, just like fans. And given that the show was almost 2 hours long, it never felt like there was time taken away from the main event.
In Chandler's apartment frequently has funny phrases or sayings written.
Number 8, Lisa Kudrow was annoyed during Smelly Cat. One of the best moments of the reunion came when Lady Gaga surprised Lisa Kudrow by turning up at the coffee shop with a guitar to sing along to Smelly Cat. To most fans of the special, Lady Gaga's appearance made one of the best celebrity cameos, but a select few believe that not only was she not welcome, but Kudrow didn't want her there either. After Gaga turned up, Kudrow did seem a little annoyed, but she wasn't acting like her normal self. It could have been a callback to the episode when Stephanie Schiffer stole her thunder in the same way that Gaga did.
Smelly Cat?
The Phoebe songs.
Yeah.
Number 7, everybody looked uncomfortable. Though the musical number from Kudrow and Gaga might have seemed a little weird to some, one Redditor goes even further by saying the whole cast seemed uncomfortable. But aside from the one scene, all of the cast seemed totally in their element. Whether it was revisiting the set, reenacting the scenes together, and generally reuniting old friends, the cast had grins on their faces the whole time. But more than any other, Matt LeBlanc was happier than anyone else to be there, not only cracking jokes, but clearly being sincere when talking about the time he spent with David Schwimmer and Matthew Perry.
Issues go back a bit deeper than you may realize.
Number 6, it should have been a proper reunion episode. One Redditor questions why anyone has any interest in the reunion, given that it isn't actually an episode and they go on to call it nothing more than a talk show. They display absolutely no interest in watching the cast talk about a 20-year-old sitcom. But though fans didn't get to see where the characters are 17 years after the show ended, they did get some insight from the actors, as they all talk about where the characters would be today. The funniest of all comes from Matt LeBlanc, who says that Joey probably opened a sandwich shop in Venice Beach. Number 5, why was it such a big thing? Though there was a big lead up to the reunion's release, not everybody saw it as a big deal. This user comes off as offended for feeling like he should be grateful that the cast is sitting together. But there's a cohort of fans that wholeheartedly disagree, and the show ended with tons of viewers in tears. The user calls it a glorified interview, and that's essentially what it is, but in the best way possible.
कुछ समझा जाते हैं and मेरी लाइफ में Friends उन shows में से एक था. My name is V and I'm going to be
Number 4, James Corden did a good job as a host. Though the 2-hour special was a massive success, getting just as many streams on HBO Max as Wonder Woman 1984, it still had some universal criticisms. Most viewers were not happy with James Corden as a host, claiming the British entertainer shouldn't be hosting the celebration of an iconic US sitcom. But a few users came to his defense, thinking he genuinely did a good job at hosting and giving the cast plenty of time to speak.
We're on TV and you have an audience. Is that true?
I'm just saying.
Okay.
There may or may not have.
Number 3, it's a cringe fest. One Redditor argues that the show wasn't remotely nostalgic, but it was instead a massive cringe fest. They said that watching the cast reread their decade-old lines of dialogue and generally chit-chat about how much they loved show, despite not having seen it when it first aired, was completely cringy, and on top of that, they argue that the smaller recurring characters appear artificially. It does hold some weight, as James Michael Tyler, who played Gunther, didn't get the screen time he deserved, as he literally had one sentence the whole special.
You did?
Number 2, it was scripted. Even though it wasn't a traditional scripted reunion show in which the characters reunite and fans get to see what their favorite characters are up to years later, one Redditor believes that the special was still scripted. However, for the most part it seemed like the cast's responses were totally natural, especially when viewing the stage for the first time in 17 years. They argue that every scene with James Corden was completely scripted, and to the user's credit, it was a little strange that there was only one question asked when it came to the Q&A, and it led to some very quick answers. Number 1, it was a stupid idea in the first place. Basing their opinion on just the trailer of the reunion, one Redditor was not happy with the idea of it one bit. They claimed that it all turned into a stupid idea in their eyes when they saw the cast would be reenacting scenes together, and they hilariously compare it to the Season 7 of Curb Your Enthusiasm. Season 7 of the brilliant HBO comedy saw Larry David put together a Seinfeld reunion show, and it deliberately came off as stupid, being a commentary on sitcom reunions in general.
Put away feelings or whatever the hell it was that you felt for me.
Hey, I've been doing it since the 9th grade. I've gotten pretty damn good at it.
But this brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen, because I'm sure you'll love them. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.